breaking the chains, unleashing financial freedom, and healing generational trauma. Welcome to a journey of transformation, empowerment, and liberation. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches every aspect of our lives, yet often remains shrouded in silence and shame. I'm here to share with you the groundbreaking insights I gained from an extraordinary conversation with Tameika Mclean, a visionary leader who's revolutionizing the way we think about wealth, mental health, and generational healing in the Black community. Tameika Mclean isn't just a financial expert, she's a beacon of hope, a warrior for change, and a true champion for our community. Her work is not only transforming individual lives, but reshaping the entire narrative around wealth creation and mental well-being for Black Americans. She's the kind of person who doesn't just talk about change. She embodies it, breathes it, and inspires it in others. Now, let me tell you, when I first sat down with Tameika, I thought I had a pretty good grasp on financial health. But what she shared with me, it shook me to my core. It challenged everything I thought I knew, and I'm here today to pass that awakening on to you. You see, we've been fed a lie so insidious, so deeply ingrained in our collective psyche that most of us have never even thought to question it. The lie is this: life is meant to be a struggle, that financial hardship and mental stress are just part of the Black experience, that we should expect to struggle, to scrape by, to always be playing catch up. But let me tell you something, and I need you to really hear this. That's a load of bull. And Tameika, she's here to help us unlearn that harmful mindset. Tameika dropped this truth bomb on me, and now I'm passing it on to you. This life isn't meant for struggle, whether that's mental health or financial health. Let that sink in for a moment. How many of us have been carrying around the weight of our family's past traumas? How many of us have accepted financial instability as our birthright? It's time to wake up, folks. It's time to realize that if we're still lugging around these traumas in adulthood, it's high time we paid attention to them. And not just a passing glance, but real, honest to goodness attention. Now, I can almost hear some of you squirming in your seats. Easier said than done. You might be thinking, that's for other folks, not for me. But hold on to your seats, because this is where Tameika's wisdom really shines. She says that being vulnerable in this space by seeking therapy and financial advice is crucial. It's how we kill these traumas and heal these wounds. I know. Therapy, financial advice, that's scary stuff. It means admitting we need help, that we don't have all the answers. But here's the thing: that admission, that vulnerability, that's not weakness. It's the ultimate strength. Tameika emphasizes that accountability and taking steps to find help, to let our guards down, is not just necessary, it's vital. It's how our community grows. It's how we rebuild the wealth we are owed and deserve. This, my friends, is how we create generational wealth. Let's break this down a bit. Tameika shared 3 key insights that I believe can change the game for all of us. First up, vulnerability is strength. Yeah, you heard that right. We've been taught that vulnerability is weakness, that asking for help means you're not strong enough. But Tameika flips that script entirely. She argues that embracing vulnerability by seeking therapy and financial advice is crucial for healing past traumas and building financial resilience. Think about it. How many of us are walking around with financial fears rooted in childhood experiences? Maybe you grew up in a household where money was always tight, where bill collectors were a constant threat. Those experiences shape our relationship with money, often in ways we don't even realize. By being vulnerable enough to explore these issues with a therapist or a financial advisor, we can start to untangle these knots and build a healthier financial future. Let me share a powerful example with you. There's an organization in the UK called Black Thrive. They're doing groundbreaking work in this space, recognizing the intricate link between financial literacy and mental health in Black communities. Their programs combine financial education with mental health support, addressing both sides of the coin. And guess what? The results are mind-blowing. Participants in these programs report reduced financial stress and improved mental health outcomes. It's not just about money. It's about healing, about breaking free from the cycles of stress and anxiety that have plagued our communities for generations. One participant, let's call her Sarah, came to Black Thrive feeling overwhelmed by debt and paralyzed by financial anxiety. She'd grown up in a household where money was never discussed, where financial struggles were hidden behind closed doors. Through the program, Sarah not only learned practical financial skills, but also addressed the deep-seated fears and beliefs that were holding her back. Today, she's debt-free, building savings, and most importantly, she feels a sense of control and empowerment she never thought possible. This brings us to Tameika's second key insight.
Accountability is key. Now, I know that word accountability, it can feel heavy, but Tameika isn't talking about blame or shame here. She's talking about empowerment, about recognizing that while we may not be responsible for the circumstances we were born into, we have the power to change our future. Taking responsibility for seeking help and being open to guidance is essential for personal and financial growth. It's about saying, yes, I inherited some unhealthy financial habits, but I'm going to do the work to change them. It's about recognizing that we have the power to write a new financial story for ourselves and our families. Let me tell you about a study reported in the Michigan Chronicle. It looked at Black business owners and the role of community support in enhancing financial resilience. Now, we all know that Black business owners face unique challenges from access to funding to cybersecurity threats. But here's the kicker: those who engage with community support networks report improved financial resilience and optimism about their economic outlook. One business owner, let's call him Marcus, was on the verge of closing his barbershop. He was drowning in debt, struggling to keep up with rent, and feeling isolated in his struggles. But then he connected with a local business support network. They provided him with resources, mentorship, and most importantly, a community of other Black business owners who understood his challenges. With this support, Marcus was able to restructure his business, negotiate better terms with his landlord, and even expand his services. But more than that, he found a sense of belonging and support that gave him the strength to keep pushing forward, even when things got tough. This is huge, folks. It shows that when we come together as a community, when we support each other and share knowledge, we can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. It's not just about individual success, it's about lifting up our entire community. And this brings us to Tameika's third insight, and it's a big one: generational wealth. Now, I know that phrase might sound like something reserved for old money families or tech billionaires, but Tameika is adamant, and I'm starting to believe that understanding and addressing the historical financial disparities faced by Black communities is critical for creating lasting wealth and breaking cycles of financial struggle. This isn't just about making more money, it's about changing our entire relationship with wealth. It's about understanding that we can build legacies that last beyond our lifetimes. And let me share another powerful example with you. There's an organization called OneDigital that's doing incredible work in financial education, focusing on retirement planning and wealth creation for Black individuals. Their programs have successfully empowered Black individuals to make informed financial decisions. One of their participants, let's call her Angela, came to them feeling overwhelmed by the idea of retirement planning. She'd always lived paycheck to paycheck, and the idea of saving for the future seemed impossible. Through OneDigital's program, Angela not only learned about different retirement vehicles, but also how to create a budget that allowed her to start saving, even on a tight income. But here's where it gets really powerful. Angela didn't just learn for herself, she started teaching her children about money. She opened savings accounts for them, taught them about budgeting, and started conversations about wealth that had never happened in her family before. This is how we create generational change, folks. This is how we break the cycle of financial struggle. Now, I want to circle back to something Tameika said that really stuck with me. She pointed out that one reason many don't know about some benefits of using life insurance and retirement products to create wealth is because minorities aren't licensed, which leaves other groups ahead of the game in growing wealth. As a licensed life insurance and retirement agent myself, this hit home. It's not just about individual financial literacy, it's about representation in the financial services industry. We need more Black professionals in these roles, sharing knowledge and creating opportunities within our communities. Tameika's passion is to make sure we all know we can create our own retirement, regardless of whether we have a W 2 job. Business owners and 1099 employees can do this for themselves. This is about taking control of our financial futures, about not waiting for someone else to secure our retirement for us. Now, I know I've thrown a lot at you. We talked about vulnerability, accountability, generational wealth, community support, and financial education. It might feel overwhelming. You might be wondering, where do I even start? Well, that's exactly the question Tameika wants us to ask ourselves, because the answer is simple. You start right here, right now. Take that first step towards healing and building wealth by seeking therapy and financial advice. Embrace vulnerability and accountability to break the cycles of financial struggle and create generational wealth. It won't be easy. It might be uncomfortable, but I promise you it will be worth it. Remember, this isn't just about you. It's about your children, your grandchildren, your entire community. Every step you take towards financial health and mental well-being is a step towards a better future for all of us. So here's my challenge to you. Right now, in this moment, I want you to make a commitment to yourself, to your family, to your community. I want you to commit to taking one step, just one step towards financial empowerment this week. Maybe it's scheduling that therapy appointment you've been putting off. Maybe it's reaching out to a financial advisor to start planning for retirement. Maybe it's having that tough conversation with your partner about budgeting. Whatever it is, take that step. But don't stop there. I want you to share your commitment. Share it with a friend, a family member, or on social media. Use the hashtag #FinancialFreedomJourney. Because when we share our goals, when we make ourselves accountable, that's when real change happens. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all in this together, working towards a future where financial struggle is the exception, not the rule. A future where our children and grandchildren inherit wealth, not debt. A future where financial freedom is not just a dream, but a reality for every member of our community. As Tameika so powerfully reminded us, this life isn't meant for struggle. We have the power to change our narratives, to heal our wounds, and to build the wealth we deserve. It starts with us. It starts now. So let's rise up. Let's break these chains of financial struggle. Let's heal our generational traumas. Let's build wealth that will echo through generations. Let's create a future where every Black child grows up knowing that they are deserving of abundance, of wealth, of financial freedom. The journey starts now. Are you ready? Because I believe in you. I believe in us. And I believe that together we can create a financial revolution that will change the course of history. Thank you.